Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Prison Architect, and I've spent some time after I made the last video, a bit longer than I thought I would, and I've sort of built my prison up to a certain point, and I'd like to make a video on that to show you some of the progress I've made, and also to talk a little bit about the why this game is really so great. I recently read an article on the what is a good video game, right? So basically there are a couple of elements. So first thing first is replayability. So with the Prison Architect, especially for me now, oh by the way, I want to do a cell search. I want to show you what happened when I search the cell block. So occasionally you need to search the cell block to see whether there's any contraband or tunneling, and I usually do it when my guys are eating, because they will not be body search unnecessarily, which is important. Now, why do I say that Prison Architect is a very replayable game? Is that every game I play so far, or every time I log in, is a different experience, and I think that is what the mark of a good game, because you don't want to keep playing the same thing and realize that that is not that is going through the same old grind again. I mean, every time I log in, open up a game, or every time I start a new game, it's just different challenge at some point in time. I'll show you my challenges later. And the second thing is about time is equals to difficulties, which is also another marked of element. Sometimes when you play video game, you spend 2 hours, 3 hours to it, but you realize that it's not getting any difficult. It's just going through the motion to continue playing. But for this kind of game, right now I'm having some kind of complex problem. I'll like to show it to you in just a moment. Let me just conduct my cell search. Okay, right now I found a contraband, which is a pill here, and someone is getting jailed here as well. And so there will be a lockdown, and I've got like solitary cell I have already created for this very purpose. All right. And so the last thing is that be enjoyable, whether you win or lose. So sometimes when you play a game like some other games out there, you get frustrated when you lose because the game interface is terrible, or because you can't see anything. There's another alcohol there they found, handphone they found. So stuff like this, and and that's what make a game frustrating, and people don't really like it. But this game, man, I mean, even when you win, I think when I lost, there was a time when my prison has a riot. And there was the government just took over my whole entire prison and kicked me out, fired me off as a prison architect, as a warden. And and that was the greatest day of my gaming life with Prison Architect. Even though I lost that day, I had so much fun. And I'll share some of the frustration later on what I've done. Ooh, how come there's one here walking around here? Oh, there's a warden. Yeah, even though I've got something that I've couldn't figure out, I got frustrated a little bit, where things are, why my prisoners are not taken into a cell, and I really kind of when I figure it out, I was like, whoa, that is it, kind of thing. So now let's just go back to the whole thing here, and now it's yard time. I think it's a good time to okay, let me just refresh my mind. What's after yard is work. So I think during the next eating hours, I will then search this block here to make sure that I've got all the kind of place search out. It's quite important to search the place, because I've got this guard dog here, by the way. And you wonder, this is where a dog is. Hang on a second, where are my dogs? This is my dog, man. Alright, so this is my new dog here. And I've got 2 dogs right now. I intend to get a little bit more. They are very high speed, by the way. So as and when they see any prisoner trying to run away or do tunneling or whatnot, if they're in the area, they will actually chase after the prisoner. So it's really fun. Now, what's my problem right now? I have a lot of problem, guys. The first of all is my daily cash flow. I'm losing money. I've got my grant here doesn't cover my losses. Or expenses. So it's important, managing a prison, managing the finance. I started off close to $1 million, more than $1 million, because of my last save game. I sold the prison. But now I'm losing money, and I'm dipping into my reserve. And that's not really good. I can look at my valuation though. My prison actually worth $1,050,000. So as though I haven't really played the game much, because I started off with the 1 million up there. And by the way, there's death penalty as well. Believe it or not, there was actually one death. One 50-year-old woman died while the about having a fight here in the in the laundry area. So it was rather unfortunate. Nothing I could have done. It was blood everywhere, and for that very purpose, and that's why I have something called a mock as well, the mock slap here. So I've got a mock here in case anybody kind of like unfortunate enough to die here. And I would let me check whether yeah. So now with so many icons, I get a little bit confused. So I have one here, so I've already got one mock here, all right? And the so that's one of the problem I have. Another problem I have is that I've got to earn money by selling number plates. So if you are in US, you probably know about it. If you're not in US, you probably don't know too much about it. So one of the major output from the prison I read, correct me if I'm wrong, is that the prisoners will be participating in making number plate. Because I thought that for a women prison, by the way, this is a women prison, they will make like a laundry, like in the orange is the new black. But no, they make number plate. So now I need to train the people to do number plate. If I look at the logistic, I can have maximum 8 jobs there. But I have no qualified prisoner to do that. And even for my cooking class, not many prisoners are doing that. They are doing cleaning, which doesn't require. I don't think it requires skill, or laundry as well. Also, I don't think I require skill. And there's some insecure area here as well that I need to look after maybe later. Right. So now I can see that people are working, and working is the time that they learn as well. So there are some programs for my prisoners. So I've got like a couple of programs running right now. And the workshop safety induction is the 10 to 12 p.m. In the morning. Those who sign up can actually come to this workshop and learn how to make number plate. I need pass rate because right now I don't have anybody who passed. Kitchen and safety, I have only not many people. Many people finish, but none pass. I don't know why really. I mean there are really ample amount of space here in the kitchen area. So I thought it'd be good to train. I don't know why it didn't work. And I've got the no one interested in the carpentry apprenticeship, which is important in making number plate and so on. So that is something I'm a little bit stuck. I've got alcoholic group therapy as well, which is ongoing. This is quite rather important. Then I'm training my guards as well. So I need to make sure all these programs, I've got fundamental and general education as well. One of my mission is to have at least one prisoner pass a general education course. This is rather tough, by the way, because there aren't many people who are interested in the course itself. And even so, they have to pass the test, not just attend the class. So there's one of the ongoing challenge because my prison is not really taking in too many people. Now, I could actually add a few more. So for you guys, why not I do that? How many should I get? 7 or 8? 8 of them. 8 of them will fill up my entire prison. I probably don't want to do that. And maybe I take 4. How about that? Just for you guys to sort of take a look at that. Let me just take 4 maybe. All right, I take 4. So now what happened is this, right? I always call this an ecosystem because things are very stable. It runs on its own. You just need to do some regular maintenance, like searching the cell here and there, making sure there aren't a lot of contraband. By the way, I have a lot of food here. Prisoners need to be fed, and so far, I think my prison can take a little bit more people now. But every time you introduce new prisoners into the prison, it upsets the entire system. So that's what I love about this game. Is the kind of replayability. Again, we talk about that. The moment you introduce an extra variable to it, the whole entire system may change. People may have gang fight, and suddenly the food that you think you have enough may not have enough. People start to get hunger, and they start to fight each other, start to kill each other as well. So these are some of the things that I find it really enjoyable when it comes to playing this game. And every time you build a room here, order a path somewhere, maybe just you think that this is for efficiency, do something, and it may actually have an adverse effect to the entire ecosystem. Things may become unbalanced in some way, and so on. So so that is one thing, and I'll let me show you about the reception as well. I've got a new reception area. This area is when the prisoners first came into to this prison, they will enter into the reception area for processing, and it's rather interesting. There's script search as well. I don't know whether it something like that in America. Maybe it is. So I don't know. I've got like still a way to go. You know what? Maybe I should take some risks here. Maybe I'll just take it to the max. Good for TV, I guess. Yeah. I take 8 of them. Now the problem with taking 8 of them is this. Okay, so if you recall in my last video, I actually have 2 prisoners refusing to enter into the prison. Now, it is 10 degrees Celsius in the daytime. At night, it drops further. It's about 50 Fahrenheit. So it's rather chilly, I would say, especially coming from places like Singapore, a tropical country, 30 degrees Celsius. I had 2 prisoners who refused to get into the prison. And I've been wondering, why is it the case? And after that, I realized, this is the women prison. Some carry babies with them. And for the prisoners with baby, for some very strange reason, they rather be frozen outside, starve outside, and not entering the prison unless I build something called a family cell. Now, family cell is something like this. It's a rather large 4x4 with so this is a one with a baby, all right. And they only come to here if they have a shower head, a toilet, a crib, a bed, all right. So this is the only time when they would come to live in a family cell. And also, a family cell is not the only criteria. So after I built a family cell, I thought they would move in, and they didn't. And guess what? I have to have a nursery as well. So I guess it could make sense because those with babies in a prison probably don't want to mix with others in a common room and so on. So I've built something called a nursery whereby they could have a play mat for the kids. They can eat here as well. They put their crib here, their babies there as well. And they will carry their babies and eat, so they have their own place to get food and eat. And they will just wait until one is finished to do it. So I think eventually I would need to expand my nursery to be a bigger place for all these mummies with babies. And interestingly, each mummy only carry one baby, not 2, not 3, but just 1. So they are all waiting for someone to finish, and they'll come in and eat. So I think, this is a really high time to rethink about this whole nursery thing. I was thinking about it. Maybe I should build a nursery somewhere. I'm running out of place. You know why? Because maybe I walk through the whole prison kind of like, eating time. I said I need to search cell. Okay, let me just search cell block. So everything here will be searched, and I'll incline to let's just search all these things, and I'll search the family one later. Is now a good time to search a family one? Maybe just a bit. So now, what have I done to my prison? So some of you may so there's some contraband already. Let me just get some tea while enjoying this moment of discovery. All right. Earl Grey, by the way, my favorite. So what they will do is they will keep searching any fork, handphones. These are all contraband, and discover potential tunnel if they have. So they are sort of like anybody who has contraband will be put into the solitary cell, which is one of these things here, I think. But I'm still losing money every day. So they're searching. I think I'd rather have it thorough search. And the next one I'll search a family cell. So another one, handphone and stuff like that. So all these equipment, screwdrivers, if you don't recover them, they may use it to kill each other. They may use it to dig a tunnel out from the cell. So that is what the prisoner do. Alright, so now another thing that probably just to update you all on what I've done is that I've started off here. I've expanded my kitchen as per what I've said before in a vertical manner, just stack it up one by one. So one kitchen, get everything sorted. And I've also, canteen is also in a very modular kind of way. If I need to add more, table and chair, I will just add it this way, so expand. And I also envisage this whole workshop to be like a vertical kind of growth. If I need to have more saw as well, carpet on the table, I would then expand vertically to get it sorted as well. And the reception area, I think, is going to stay it is. I don't think I'll get that many prisoners in one go anyway. This one is also expandable. So the more CCTV monitor, by the way, you can see that these are all the connections we have on the various CCTV. So with the CCTV on, you will see all this like light just being swiped across. So you can. The great thing about CCTV is that you only need one guard to monitor the entire prison. But of course, you need the guard to be on the ground if there's any violence happens. For women prison though, so far I haven't really seen a lot of gang fight. But for male prison, I see a lot of really vicious stuff going on. The women seems to be slightly more civilized. So they are all here eating right now. You know what I should do? Maybe I should just sell this. I should just... they are already coming back. So yeah. You don't want to search the block when the prisoners are around because you search the body unnecessarily and people will not be happy. Now, happiness is important. Because you manage a prison, it's about rehabilitation. It's not... Yeah, I think I talked to one of my friends at work. He was like, well, why you are giving hot water to the prisoners? I mean, these are for the rehabilitation, not really, being locked up is a punishment on its own. So now, the one that I'm looking at is the needs here. Now, this is something I need to solve. Very important, because if I leave this to chance, right, this will escalate, and when this escalate up, the riot will happen. Now, a couple of things will happen in riot. Either A, your guard's able to take care of the situation, but in any case, even so, some of the prisoners will get in a cell, and lesser people go to work, and people may get sick and so on. So it's important to keep the danger level low. Sometimes when they escalate too much, they'll start burning things like they'll burn the kitchen and start the fire. Guards will be killed, staff will be killed as well. Become very messy. Military will come in and take over a prison sometimes if you cannot react to it. So it's important. So now. So in the newer version 2.0, they will tell you what to do. Right now you have the gas, things like drug issue and so on. The programs, those like alcoholic programs, group therapy would be one who help them get a little bit a comfort on their needs of alcohol or drug. And the other thing that you see is family is red. So I have to investigate why is it red on family. It's because of the family nursery is not big enough. Because I can't really tell from here. So I have to do some diagnosis, and that's why I say every game is different because you try to solve something here, and depending on how you play certain things, and it may be affecting the whole thing as well. Now spirituality is also on the high part. So let's talk about spirituality, because in order to sort this out, I need to build a church, or I think it's quite politically correct because you can actually build, I think, a prayers mat as well. The couple of things you build here, you can either build a church or prayer. I think there's prayers mat here, and the So there are a couple of things you can do. I will probably want to create a church somewhere someday. Probably just a little bit of my background anyhow. But these are things that you need to actively monitor and make sure this doesn't escalate. And the moment I have new prisoners here, I'm very sure that things will become a little bit different as well. So now a sleeping hour is a good time to talk about the how I expand on this prison, because I'm really proud. The amount of time I spent on it was it's about 8 hours already. So I spent an hour building the prison on making that video. In between, I spent 8 hours actually, another 8 hours just creating what I have here. It's really fun. So I talk about the canteen and stuff like that. Talk about the yard as well, which I intend to expand as and when I have more people. This is the one I have a problem with because the nursery, I have nowhere to expand. I have to relocate it, or I could. Another option is for me to relocate the infirmary as well as the psychologist to make a bigger nursery, because women's prison, I don't know how many of them carry with the babies, man, and and I also need this part to continue building my classrooms because I need to teach more prisoners on that. So I'm losing money every day. And another thing that I've done, I hope you recall what I tried to draw out something before in a rather irregular shape, which I'm really proud of the architecture of this thing. I told you guys it will turn out fine. So this was the monster I've created out of the plan that I've done, in the last video, but you couldn't really see the end result. You probably thought that I was mad, but I really nice the whole, it's not like all square or rectangular, but rather a very nice practical place where there are, some of the spaces are kind of wasted. And I thought maybe I want to put some flower pot here. I think I don't know. Are there any flowers somewhere? I can put a tree. I don't know whether I can put a flower or not. Probably not. But yeah, I wish I could. I think I can put a bookshelf if I want. Here. And some of these spaces, and I could just. You know what I should do? I should just do that. Why not? I do that, right? So let me just do that while we are at it. Put a bookshelf here, right? Why not? This place no one will use it. So so some of these places here, just decorate it a little bit, right? All the dead places here in our bookshelf, make sure you don't block the way. That's it. And that's a nice. I'm really proud of this architecture that I built. And after that, I connect it with the cupboard here. And also the family cell is I have no choice but to do it because space is such a concern. So I'm kind of inclined to string this why is family cell taking up so much space? Because of the requirement. A normal cell is 2x3. A cell, a family cell, is actually 4x4 if I'm not wrong. A room for a family cell minimum is 4x4, right? So it's 2x3 or 4x4. So you have 6 tile versus 16 tile, so it's more than 2 times, close to 3 times of what I could get from the land space I have. Now I don't get money from the baby. I don't think so. This baby here don't give me extra cash. It doesn't count. I don't think so. So I have a policy researching right now. It's called the legal. No, there's one called small cell. I should just do this one later. And what happened is that I could actually get rid of the cell requirement to build a smaller. So I'm thinking of probably maybe a 3x3 instead of 4x4. It will save me quite a lot of space because now it's taking up a lot of space for the family side. So I suppose I will continue to expand upon this side for the family cell. But that's one thing. And I've also got a bunker bed as well. Bunker bed is the one that you could actually sleep I think one up and one down, and so someone sleeping up there, and you could actually you can tap to okay. So some that are sleeping downstairs, some are sleeping upstairs. So you have 2 people here sharing the same bunker. This is a dorm. So if you watch Orange is the New Black, you probably know what I'm talking about here. And this area is rather neat and tidy. So it's not always like a nice architecture like an egg here. I've got something here, and remaining of space just get a little bit of shower. I think they this is something that I've been wanting to them to have a bit of nice shower room area. I envisage this area to be expanded as my prison getting larger and larger. I just keep building blocks from here rather than thinking about where to distribute kind of all the things. Visitation room as well. Previously, my family score was really bad here. So by the way, this changes. So as you go into the night, of course, people getting more and more unhygienic and need to have a shower and so on. And so I think some complain about the warmth of the prison. So the warmth, I'm still very new to this version. I think this is brand new from the I think there's a radiator somewhere. Let me just find radiator. Is there a radiator somewhere? There's a radiator somewhere. So now I could actually, because some of these are complained, right? It could be something that rather important to sort it out. So I could actually look into the, let me see, there's a temperature here. So to see where the people are freezing. So I think the family cells are probably somewhere that I could So far, the warmth are being generated by the boiler, but I think the only right thing to do is to provide them with a radiator, especially over here, and heat up the cell. So what I'll do, I'll go ahead and give them a radiator here. Let me see what happens. I mean, it's brand new. I haven't really seen a radiator in action before. So I could put a radiator somewhere here, I guess, maybe, and maybe another one over here. But there's a boiler there already. So if you look at the temperature, where's the temperature here? So I think there's a boiler here. So I think I'll probably put one over here and see what will happen. All right. So I'll just go ahead and build another one. These are all experimental radiation. Yeah, the only thing complaint I have about this game is so hard to find anything because once you unlock all these things, it's actually quite overwhelming to have all this like icon here. It doesn't organize by alphabetical. I wish there was alpha, so I could just think that TV is T, but I have to I think they try to group things together in some kind of manner that is useful to people to relate. Like they try to group things together, but I can't really sort it out, man. And another thing I would try to find out is that I've got this guy here that doesn't seem to work, and and it's a remote door, and it'll tell you that okay, hang on, remote door will not open without a working servo. It's a lot of discovery. The game will not tell you what needs to be done, but then it's some of those things that as you play and you get better kind of sense of it. So door servo is here. It took me a while. Wire connect to other wire objects. So it's one of those things that I like. Where would I put a a thing like this, right? So I suppose it's it'll pull the door open. Am I right? I don't know, guys. Help me out here. So what will happen if I put oh man, let me just put it here. Alright, so I don't know, let's see. As I say, these are all still very new to me, so I hope that with this, okay, so why is it important for remote door? So I need to seal up my whole entire prison, but all this very nice, I told you it'd be a very nice landscaping here, building a new property. All these people will get tired and they will need to access the staff room. So right now they have to go one big round through the whole compound to get to the staff room here. So I moved the staff room inside because I thought, because the guard get tired quite a fair bit and they need faster access. I don't really care whether my some of this warden is getting tired or whatnot. So so it's okay. So this require hot water. So okay, good to know. So all I need to do is just to make sure that I've where is the okay? So this require hot water, which is actually not bad, man. It's just right next to it, so hot water is just there. That's it, I think. Where? Okay, here. All right, so that should do the trick. And same as the one that I've just put in. Oh, that is already working. So now this is a working radiator. See what will happen after it's working. First time, like I said, is deployment and the let's see the temperature. All right, so wow, so it's per room. I have to one radiator per room for this to work. That is, I think next time I put a boiler somewhere inside. I think that would be. It's at 20 degrees Celsius, because now it's 4 degrees Fahrenheit, huh? So that means what? That means it's a lesson learned that I have to be rather costly to sort heat up all the family cell. But I think it's rather necessary in a sense to make sure that my prisons are comfortable. The prisoner is comfortable. All right. So I'm still sometimes. Yeah. Another thing you see all this blinking light is that I don't know why is it blinking. So sometimes the CCTV may not work. I don't know how many connections can I have in total. So yeah, because I think each 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I think each one of them can only support 8 of the CCTV. So what will happen is that, in fact, I would need to have more CCTV kind of console. So again, I can sort of like I'll go and grab a CCTV monitor, and I'll probably position somewhere like I think they need some space to work in a sense. So I go ahead and put it here. Yeah, shall I? Yeah. So after that, I can connect to the right thing. I'll clear all the connection and connect again. So I've already purchased it anyway. So yeah, this box here is the CCTV because I had some problem installing it previously. So let's see how the thing goes. And when I need more CCTV, I will just add it like this. So now I can have my civilian up. Okay, so let me review again. So there are like 2 of these guys are not connected. So what I need to do, actually 3 of these guys are not connected, 1, 2, and 3. Yeah, they are trying to cycle through those that are not connected. So what I need to do is that what I'll do. I would what is this? Okay, fine. I'll clear the connection here. So you see all this become dark. So now I start to connect one by one. So fortunately, this is not the hard one. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 7, and the 8. I think 8. I can do 8. So after that, I can do like 1 and 2 up there. So now all my CCTV should be working, and I could build more CCTV because it's much cheaper to build a camera than compared to say getting a guard, like walking around all this area whereby nobody's inside, like the cleaning cupboard. No one's inside, but sometimes things can get a little bit messy as well. So in about 1 hour's time, you'll see the prisoners coming in, and you'll see the reception, and you see the whole game being upset in some way, because in the moment I introduce variable to the whole game, it may break. And that's the beautiful thing about it, because you want to build a prison whereby even if you throw bodies in it, like prisoners in it, it should not collapse, like everything go into riot and so on. But I don't know, fingers crossed. And in any case, I think there's another thing I've been wanting to do is to get a sprinkle up there. So they have a sprinkle as well in the event of fire. So I think this is I'm paranoid. It's because I've played this game before and know that it could be a failure condition, and so I better safe than sorry. Let me put some kind of like a sprinkle in, and just in case if there's any riot, I'll still survive here. So now it's sleeping time, about 7 o'clock, and I will start to according to my regime, they will start to do a lockup, and after that do a shower in 8 o'clock in the morning. So I have the maximum security. Yeah, so right now it's minimum and normal. I could actually vary a little bit. I don't know how US work. For minimum security, what do you like? What kind of regime do you give that's different from the normal security? I may want to change the yard time though. Like the minimum security, change the yard time, swap the yard time with the normal security. So the free time will be a little bit different. So I don't know. Maybe it's not a good idea to mix everybody into the same yard if my yard is not big enough and so on. So we shall see. In about 45 minutes time, you'll see the whole registration process. And I got a shock of my life when I first saw it. I don't know whether it's a random event or not, but we shall see. It's the prisoners coming inbound in about 38, 39. So that should help my cash flow a little bit, because I really need some grant from the new prisons. And the prisoner we have here, there are some high risk prisoners here. Some of them could be causing problem and so on. I didn't know. So yeah, so that's rather interesting. Let's see what happened when they now it's lockup. Lockup is just sleeping time. Huh? I don't know why they have lockup though, by the way. And the some were actually woke up. Lockup. Why do we have lockup really? Yeah, this is with the child. Yeah, I just realized I moved the boiler here. How did they manage to get out, huh? Huh. Strange. Alright. So this lockup is still like sleeping time. Maybe I should reduce the amount of sleeping hour. Ask them to work a little bit more. Yeah, that's rather interesting. Okay, by the way, does this servo work, by the way? Well, electricity, fine. I'll get electricity sorted for you. Alright, so here is electricity. Okay, my prisons are coming in, so let's stop this one, close my prison. So now I want to see the whole registration process. So there comes a truck with the visitors as well. So now I've officially filled. And if any one of them carrying a baby, I think I'll be in deep trouble. We shall see. What? There's not enough water. Oh man, I think my water pump is like maybe my water pump is not. Oh no! I need to connect the sprinkle. By the way, I got a bit shocked. So these are the prisoners that just checked in. No baby. Oh no, there's one with a baby. Oh no, there's a baby there. Sentenced 11 years. Committed her crime armed solely with a bow and arrow. Shiora, Win Walker. So now they are going through the registration process. In just a little bit, you can see probably what happened. Yep. So that is the part that they are in it, and that's my lawyer, by the way. He's researching something, and it's just keep walking, and so yeah. So the guard will keep all the prisoners inside here. Oh, there's one death today. What happened? See, there's a fight. Oh my God! Guard, come here. Oh man. So there's one death to him. Yeah. So my prison will have a problem here. So anyway, there was one death, and yeah. So like I said, whenever I do something here, usually something will happen. You can see I think there are some with the serious complaint. So they will start to do a search. Yeah, they'll do a search everybody first before they. Wow, there's like see, they're being strip searched. Hilarious. Wow, amazing. And meanwhile, I can't watch this for too long. Meanwhile, they have a lot of like oh man, there's a death here, man. Who died? So semi-insane green is dead. Poor thing, man. So wow, there is a. Also, you see the good thing about searching is that after a strip search, they actually found something inside, and this is with a baby some more. Wow. So yeah. So you see, there's a fork there as well. So this is a contraband. I hope I have enough space for family. That will be quite less, not so good if I don't. And then after that, the laundry guy will come in with the laundry basket to help them change to a clean cloth. So they came in with the dirty clothes, like this one here, and they would like get the clean one in just a bit, all right? So meanwhile, I mean, there's still someone died. I don't know what happened to this person. So this one need to go to solitary cell because I think he or she has killed someone. Yeah, so the whole thing is still continue. So as for my valuation, because there's a death, so I have 50,000 penalty already. But that's the bad news. The good news is my cash flow is now towards a positive. Now I need to make sure that my people are spirituality. So see, they wanted something. They wanted to, yeah. So you know what? I need to have another CCTV somewhere here as well, because I can't see what happened here. So let me just bear with me and CCTV. So I need to get some here. Alright. So I need to have a CCTV here. right? So that is for me to have visibility on this area is all dark. Anything with like, you see, all these people are being jailed in because of the either contraband they carry or they participated in the gang war just now. Their repair fee as well. So that is rather unfortunate. There's quite a lot of mess going on here, and the steel is no electricity. I don't know. Open on. Connect to this one here. Yes, connect. I don't know what happened. Come on, door. Yeah, I'll deal with it in just a bit. Yeah, now I've no time to deal with this. Man, how should I connect this thing to there, man? Seriously. Anyhow, so I would like figure it out somehow. But meanwhile, my prison kind of like get into a kind of very. So I need to monitor the need kind of thing as well. What the problem is. So a lot of people just yearning for family. Yeah, see, this is injured as well. So probably from the fight that she has just now. Aged 51, man. Man, I don't know what happened really. How come the door is not locked? Huh? Funny thing. They were like that. Yeah, it should be a normal. So solitary cell should do a locked up here, but somehow it didn't get locked up. Don't know why. Something you need to figure out. Another day, I've got too many problems. Now you see all this guy here. This guy high on drug, man. This guy need drugs. So if you don't kind of like, he will start to destroy things, and I'll need to repair. So man, I think I don't know, man. Can you do something to him, please? Her. This is like no. She just say, well, whatever. Just go and go mad or whatnot. So this guy here is like really poor thing, man. So again, it's a program that I need the drug. I think this is yet another one that I could actually. Yeah, this is the one that I could actually help as well. So I would at least I can do a kind of like a group therapy here as well. So yeah, there's a lot of things going on, and so I will have to sort out my prison a little bit, get my cash flow back to a healthy state. Then my next my next mission is really to expand on the prison. Get rid of the nursery, create a better one. And just in general, take in more. I think I'm ready to take in more, but before that, I need to sort out my spiritual. The prisoner requires spirituality, so I probably require a little bit of like build a chapel somewhere. So I don't know where to put a chapel yet, but I would probably architect it somewhere. Probably not in a prime area, but I'm just looking at it. So places like this one is rather nice to build a chapel, but I don't know how many of them are willing to walk that far into a church. So I guess, if you have strong faith, you follow the path. So anyhow, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time with a much bigger prison. I hope. See you. Bye.